Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Murray NJ08. We got a new episode of the Retro Gaming Podcast. Retro Gaming Rewind Podcast, where we talk everything old school and everything gaming. What is up? We got some launch release updates from our buddies at Intellivision. My personal friend, who is no stranger to the channel, no stranger to this podcast and show, Tommy Tellerico, who is coming back to the channel very soon. We're actually talking back and forth right now on the next interview, which may not be on this show. It's actually going to be featured on my new show, The Evercade Corner, which is a podcast dedicated to the Evercade. Because if you've been following on the news, Tommy is coming out with the Intellivision Collection 1 and 2 on the Evercade by our buddies at Blaze Entertainment, which I'm also going to be having on the Evercade Corner. I'm in the works talking with them. So, awesome. We got some great guests coming, some great shows. You definitely want to stay tuned. You definitely want to be subbed and notified. And follow me on Twitter at Sean Murray NJ, where I keep you guys up to the date with some amazing stuff. It's a fun time. It's a fun time to be alive as a gamer because there's a lot to come. But let's get into the news. So Tommy came out with a video today, a launch update video. And I knew this for a while now, for a couple days now. I've been talking to Tommy. And he told me some upsetting news. And he said, I'm going to make it official Wednesday, which is the date today, the 17th. And I can officially talk about it. The embargo has lifted, as they say in the gaming industry, right? The Intellivision Amico was originally supposed to come out in April on the 15th. It has now gotten a delay. And basically they made a video explaining why. And, everything with the pandemic, with the production of the parts, with China, and the production of the console, and getting parts back and forth. And, we've seen this with the next-gen consoles. We've seen this now happen with the AMD chip shortage. It's been happening with everything, right? It's been a disaster, not just with technology either, with everything. The Amico is no different. However, I'm going to share with you real quick as we pan to the desktop the new release date. I'm going to play a clip of his video that got released today. And there you have it. October 10th, 2021, 10/10/2021. Now, here's what's cool about this release date. This is originally the release date that it was supposed to come out last year. Okay? So pretty neat. He was very upset that he couldn't keep this original release date. It had a very important significance to him and his sister. If you remember when I interviewed him, he talked about this. It was very near and dear to him to get this out on this release date. So it's funny how things work out for the best. It's upsetting that the Amico is now delayed, right? A few months, because from April to October. But he got to keep the date of the original release date, and he's getting to release it on this important date to him. October 10th, 2021. So, very awesome. Hey, listen, Tommy, we're with you. We're supporting you. We'll wait. We understand what's going on. And it's out of their hands completely. If you watch this video, they have the whole production and developing team, marketing officers, and everybody from Intellivision. And, it stinks. It is what it is. And they're going to try to get this system out to you guys, and this way there isn't a shortage, and everybody that orders and already pre-ordered is going to be able to guarantee to get the system. As they say, secure the bag, right? We know all about that. It's been a living hell as far as that with these new systems. So we don't want that to happen with the Amico. And they're working hard getting this system to your hand. Now, let's talk about the upcoming interviews as far as Tommy. I want you guys to use this video as one of the ways to post your questions if you have questions for Tommy. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have viewer questions for him. And I got questions for him. So I'm asking people on my Twitter to send me tweets of questions. And also you can comment right on this video or any of my videos for that matter. I will take a look at them. I will start making a list, and we're going to start preparing this interview to go down, okay? I'm going to have a couple interviews planned with him specifically, and we're going to have some other guests on in the future. I'm going to have some other Evercade people that cover the Evercade. I'm going to have some other Intellivision people that cover the Intellivision, and we're going to have a lot of guests coming on, and I'm working with some other podcasters that cover this stuff, including Pete. So I talked about him from Open Every Box. So we're getting guests that are going to be coming on. We got some people from Blaze coming on. Tommy is coming on to answer more questions because so much has developed since our last interview a few months ago, and so much has been announced since then, of course, especially now with this new release date. Also, I want to talk about one of my all-time favorite games. This is another dream come true. I mean, we have the whole Evercade meets Intellivision collaboration, right, which is fantastic. We have the game, the favorite Atari game Breakout coming out on the Amico. And actually, we're going to jump I want to show you some cool gameplay here. Actually, I'm going to make this full screen. So, everybody knows from my that follow me, I'm a huge fan of this game. I always loved this game. And to see this being reimagined and coming out on the Intellivision Amico, the way you're going to be able to play this game with the new controllers, and just the way that this looks, so nice and crisp and colorful. I cannot wait to see how this is finalized. This is early gameplay here, Tommy explains. And I can't wait to see how this is going to look when it comes out on the Intellivision Amico. Breakout is a fan favorite, and it's just amazing that it's coming out. It's with everything from the sound and everything. It's going to be cool as heck. If you rewind it here in the beginning, I have the audio muted for copyright because we know YouTube is. So Tommy explains here how it looks, how you see a little preview of it on the menu. He's selecting it with the controller, and then he's going right into it. Look at this, different options. Voyage. 1 player, 2 player. Level 1, level 2. Look at that. Ooh. Imagine how crazy it gets. The top scores, max combo. Very cool. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Okay. So we have that to look forward to when the system comes out. So Breakout. Very cool. Very, very cool. So pretty neat, guys. Pretty cool. I always was a fan favorite of Breakout. It was always a my go-to Atari game, and I could already tell it's going to be the perfect game on the Amico because of the controller. And we're going to talk about Breakout. We're going to have a lot of questions about that game when I interview him. So, you know, start posting up. Start posting up. I'm going to take a handful of questions because I'm going to have a lot of questions. And I want to have him cover a lot of what he wants to talk about and say. And then at the end, like the last interview, I'm going to have a little segment where you guys are going to chime in. So I'm going to take the best of the best. I'll be taking Twitter questions. I'll be taking, everything from questions on YouTube, on other videos, wherever I see a good comment, a question that you have in mind, please post up, okay? And I think that wraps it up. This is going to be a short episode because I just want to let you guys know what's coming. We have a lot coming. And you definitely want to check out my other show, the Evercade Corner, where I'm going to be covering everything that Blaze Entertainment is coming out with. And everything from new carts, new retro gaming carts, future guests, future interviews, news coverage. I got my buddy Deadlock that runs the Evercade, website. And I'm going to be actually sharing another website from a bunch of groups of a group of people that run a Facebook group that actually has a fan magazine that they came out with, a PDF magazine that I'll be sharing with you guys. I think you're definitely going to be interested in it. It's a beautiful publication of some great Evercade information. So on the next Evercade Corner episode, I'll be talking about that. So you want to tune in for future episodes of that. Of course, I have my Murray Chat podcast where we talk about everything Murray NJ08. We talk about everything gaming news, from everything from the Nintendo Switch to the PS5 to PC gaming to Xbox, to news in general. I have my Talking Tunes podcast where we talk about everything music. Follow me on Twitter at Sean Murray NJ. And I hope to see you guys soon on the next Retro Gaming Rewind podcast with Sean. We'll have lots to talk about. Everything old school retro gaming. We'll talk about the Atari VCS. And we'll talk about anything old school. Hope to see you guys again soon. Stay safe, everyone. Be well. Take care.